A senior Bayern voice has not minced words. Money matters as much as medals, and a misstep in the transfer market can change a club's destiny overnight. Hoeness, speaking on German football television, used Barcelona as his cautionary example, painting a picture of a club that shot relentlessly and let its balance sheet become a threat to its future. This was not idle rivalry, it was a public rebuke aimed at how sporting ambition was allowed to outrun financial prudence. Barcelona's financial troubles are not a hidden secret. Independent audits and the club's own accounts have repeatedly exposed liabilities that top €1 billion, numbers that reform every incoming transfer and every contract negotiation on and off the pitch. Those staggering figures help explain why this summer's window looked less like a celebration of arrivals and more like an emergency room, where registration delays, quick sales, and rushed bookkeeping replaced the usual pomp of unveiled signings. The human face of that ledger fight is visible in the new additions, whose starts were held up by paperwork and quotas. Marcus Rashford's arrival, discussed as a big sporting coup, also became part of a ledger-balancing act as Barcelona tried to fit wages and amortizations under tight rules, raising questions about strategy and sustainability, even as fans celebrated a marquee. At the other end of the scale, teenage Rooney Bargi's path to the first team was slowed and then allowed only after administrative hurdles were cleared, a reminder that even the most promising teenage talents can be caught in a game of financial Tetris where every player slot, every wage and every amortized fee matter. From Bayern's side, the message was blunt, and managerial voices in Germany have been open about trade-offs. Sport directors know the temptation to spend, but they also insist that you must know your cash in the box before you bargain, and that's slow way. Steady planning beats headline chasing when sustainability is the objective. The consequence of ignoring that balance is procedural and painful. Clubs can be forced into last-minute sales, find themselves unable to register players, lose negotiating power in the market, or face regulatory penalties that ripple for seasons. That ripple effect is why Hoeness's words matter beyond Catalonia. When a club as historically elite as Barcelona is pointed to as an example, every president, sporting director and investor must reconsider how they equate ambition with accountability. The story is not simply about blame, it is about an inflection point in European football where transfer fever collides with tighter oversight and where the architecture of success requires a boardroom strategy that matches the ambition on the pitch. For fans, the message is emotional. A squad assembled overnight can be fragile when finances and regulations bite back, and for the sport the warning is structural. Glory bought at the wrong pace can be temporary, but the debts and lost flexibility remain. If clubs learn from this season, they can recalibrate and return stronger. If they ignore it, the fallout will serve as a harsh reminder that in modern football, the accountant's ledger can be as decisive as the final whistle.